Hello, and welcome to the Community Shares of Illinois interview sessions, the podcast where we give our members a chance to talk about their wonderful organizations and the meaningful work they're doing. With us today, we have Mary Tiefenbrunn from the Champaign County Humane Society. Hello, Mary. How are you today?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. Oh, doing well. Podcast is rolling along with our excellent members here, and this is definitely one you don't want to miss. Champaign County here is a great area, and the Humane Society is a very wonderful charity. So we'll get started. How long have you been with the organization, Mary?
I first became involved with the organization in 2005, so it's been a while. I was a board member for a couple of years, and then the executive director position came open, and I was ready for a career change. And so I threw my hat in the ring, and I've been the director since 2007.
Wow, great! Lots of experience, and I'll say Champaign County Humane Society has been with Community Shares for quite a while. So very happy to see you're around this long.
Yes, I was on the board when we voted to partner up with Community Shares, and I thought it was a
Right.
good idea then, and I still think so.
All right. Excellent. And so, just for any of our listeners that might not know, please tell us about the work your organization does here.
Sure. The Champaign County Humane Society is an independent humane society. We're called Champaign County Humane Society because that's the geographic area that we serve, but we are not a part of the county. We are, like I said, an independent nonprofit. We've been able to trace our history back to the late 1800s, early 1900s, in terms of a humane society being active in Champaign County. But our organization, as it exists today, was incorporated in 1951 under the Illinois Nonprofit Corporation Act. So we have a lot of history, and we've been well supported by the community of Champaign County for a very long time. Our primary function now is rehoming pets. We accept all types of pets. Dogs, cats, and rabbits are the most common, but we also accept all the little guinea pigs and hamsters or chinchillas or ferrets or anything that is a pet. We don't take wild animals or farm animals. So, and we don't have the capacity for horses, even though they're technically companion animals. But we accept owner surrenders from the public. So people who, for whatever reason, have determined that they can't keep their pet anymore, we will take their pet in, and if it's suitable for adoption, we'll find it a new home. We also take animals from Champaign County Animal Control, which currently does not have an adoption program. So when they have strays that are unclaimed but are perfectly suitable pets, we take transfers from them generally. And we also partner with other agencies when we have the ability.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's fun to hear that you've got such deep roots for so long.
Yeah.
It's a rare thing with charities, but good to see.
It's also, I mean, since we've been here so long, and we're kind of a stable organization, the community has supported us well, and so we've been able to you know grow and become financially stable because of the support of the community. So it's really nice to be working at a nonprofit that's so well established and that people have such good feelings about.
So, going off of that, I was wondering, do you have a favorite part of the work that Champaign County Humane Society does? Just personally, a favorite part, or
Obviously, I like to walk through and look at the animals and get to know some of the animals, though I don't have a lot of time for that in my role. But I think my favorite part is when we have a long term resident. Usually, it's a cat or a dog that's been here a while, and everyone on staff kind of gets to know that animal and wonder, why they're being overlooked and haven't been adopted yet. And then when that right person comes along and we see those adoptions happen, and then the best part is the follow-ups. I mean, a lot of people just adopt their animals and we never hear from them again, but it's so wonderful when we have those cases where the animal was here a long time and we were worried that when are they going to find their new family, and then we hear back from them and we get the update and we get the pictures of the animal draped across the sofa, and just being totally loved by their new family. That's the best part.
Oh yeah, that's got to feel great.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So I'll give you a chance here. Is there anything new coming up with Champaign County Humane Society? Any upcoming events or anything you wanted to tell people about?
I guess, well, one thing I'd like to mention, and I don't know if you can fit it in, is just that in addition to adopting pets, we have a lot of other services and programs that we do. We offer
Hmm.
dog training classes, for example, to the public as well as to our own adopters. We welcome volunteers. We have a robust volunteer program to help here at the shelter or help with our fundraising events. We do humane education. We have an educator who goes out and visits classrooms and gives tours of our facility to Girl Scout troops, or any number of educational events, and also visits senior centers and nursing homes with animals when we can. We also do humane investigations if people in the community are concerned that maybe a dog or cat that they're seeing in their neighborhood is not getting proper care. We can send someone out to look into that. So we do have, and we also provide low cost spay neuter when we can. Right now, we haven't been able to do that, but we hope to get back to that. And we provide pet owner support for people who have fallen on hard times and now they need pet food or they need supplies, and we help them out because we get so much stuff donated. So I just wanted to mention those additional things.
Yeah, definitely. That's great extra programs you've got.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So now I'm going to do a little shameless self plug here and say, do you think is there a best part of being a member of Community Shares of Illinois that you wanted to say yes, I'm excited about, or
I'm always excited at the campaign time because I do actually like the opportunity. No matter how busy we are, I always like the opportunity to talk about what we do and interact with people. So it's nice to sometimes get the chance to either go to an event or speak over a Zoom or whatever to get to reach the potential supporters. And the best part of it, really, as a nonprofit executive, is that it's a revenue stream that requires not that much from us, but provides a really important source of support that we come to rely on. It's now part of our budget that we expect a certain amount of community shares revenue. So we're always hoping that the employees that are supporting us through their biweekly payroll or whatever it is, we hope that they continue to do that, and we really appreciate that community shares is here for us, especially because we're an animal organization, and the United Way, for example, does not include animal organizations in their routine offerings. So it's nice to have a way to reach employee giving.
oh, well, and speaking of that employee giving, we'll go to our kind of finale question and say, do you want to talk maybe a little on what those donations mean to Champaign County Humane Society? What kind of things that they go towards, or any kind of volunteer opportunities you might want to promote too?
Sure. The community shares revenue goes to our general operating revenue, so it's not particularly sexy, but but our biggest expenses in terms of taking care of the animals are salaries, payroll for the staff. The animals need care 7 days a week, so we're constantly here looking after the animals. So between payroll and water bills and electric bills and everything to maintain the buildings and the animal housing, plus the animal food, medical supplies. So our overhead, our operating expenses are extremely high. And just having that unrestricted revenue that comes from something like gifts from community shares is extremely important to us. It helps us meet budget. And so that we don't ever have to cut back our programs because of a shortfall. So it is very important to us.
Definitely. Well, then, as a member of Community Shares of Illinois, I want to thank you for being with us for many years now and being very helpful on your side of things as well.
Thank you.
And I want to urge anybody that's out there listening today, please do what you can. Help Champaign County Humane Society. Those animals need your attention. And so, yeah, thank you very much for being here, Mary.
Thank you.
And thank you, everybody, for listening. And go on and donate, please.